Enough. I can't stand this nonsense any longer. You are the most equipped, most capable women in human history. And because of these magical screens in your hands, you are about to become the most stupid, most obedient herd in history. Don't talk to me about connection, community, or creative expression. These are the words you use to praise your executioner. This is not a connection. This is the mass propagation of an idea, a habit, a slatery. And you are its willing carriers. Every time you look at that screen, you're telling a market trader, yes, you can deceive me. Every time you click on that red heart, you're telling a data merchant, yes, I'm selling another piece of my soul. This is not a metaphor. This is literally what it is. What you call social media is what I call the hunting ground. You are being hunted. The hunters are after your attention, your time, and perhaps one day your free will. And you walk into this trap saying, oh, how lovely, they're entertaining me. First truth. You are a product, not a customer. Keep this in mind. If you are not paying for something, you are probably the product. Never forget this simple, brutal economic truth. You are a living, breathing, emotional, demographic data set being sold to advertisers. Let's dive deeper to understand how it works. Every swipe, every like, every share you make maps out your profile, your vulnerabilities. This map is used to manipulate you more effectively, more efficiently. This is not a conspiracy theory. It is a cold, hard business model. Your weaknesses map. Have you ever clicked on a diet pill advert? Now the algorithm has flagged your body image weakness. It will constantly show you perfect-bodied influencers and miracle products. This is like rubbing salt into a wound. It creates a sense of inadequacy in you, then offers the promise of filling that void by buying something. Exploiting your fears. Will you be left alone? Is your partner cheating on you? Such content appeals to your most fundamental fears. Fear is the emotion that attracts the most attention. They scare you and sell you a solution, usually something you can buy. Manipulating your anger. The algorithm also knows what makes you angry. Your political views, your stance on social issues. It presents you with content that fuels your anger. Because an angry user scrolls longer, comments more, shares more. You think you are thinking, but you have simply become an emotional response machine. And what are you doing? You embrace this exploitation under the guise of community and entertainment. It's like a cow in a slaughterhouse welcoming the butcher as a gracious host. Disgusting. You are sipping a cocktail of your own data in the slaughterhouse of your own soul. Second truth. Weakness is your choice. I feel bad about myself because that woman looks prettier / more successful, happier. This sentence is a declaration of weakness. It means I choose to measure my own worth based on an illusion staged by a stranger. This is not an illness. It is a choice. You are choosing to cast aside your own power and worship the reflections of others. This is a form of spiritual suicide. And the most painful part is that you believe you are empowering yourself by doing this. The roots of this mindset. This weakness stems from an imposed definition of womanhood. You were taught that your worth lies in your appearance, how others perceive you, and how desirable you are. Social media simply pumps this toxic idea with a digital steroid. The constant comparison network. The platform keeps you in a constant state of comparison. Better, worse, richer, poorer. This turns you into a being who can never exist within themselves. who always needs an external reference. It destroys your internal barometer. Fake measures of success. Number of followers, number of likes. These are empty metrics that have nothing to do with depth, meaning, or success in your real world. But you have chosen to accept these empty metrics as proof of your soul's worth. This is not a victim mentality. This is complicity. You are accepting your own insignificance. Third truth. Salvation is a painful loneliness. Shall I tell you a secret? True freedom is uncomfortable. It is unpopular. It is misunderstood. It is being questioned. Why aren't you sharing? It is the physical and emotional deprivation caused by the withdrawal of those instant, cheap doses. Breaking away from this digital herd makes you feel lonely at first, because the constant doses of external validation are cut off, and you face the arduous, painful task of rebuilding your own inner value. It's like a drug addict entering rehab. Your body and mind rebel against being deprived of the poison they've grown accustomed to. But this is where the real power lies. A power that no like can ever give you. The power of being your own master. This solitude eventually transforms into the deepest peace. Because there is no more noise. There is only you and your true thoughts. In this silence, you hear your own voice. And that voice is far wiser than any algorithm. A practical warfare manual. Operation Reclaim Your Mind. This is not a game. This is a war waged on your mind. Here is a ruthless manual for you to follow in this war. Week 1. Observation and intention terrorism. Not a full digital fast, but a strategic retreat. This week, you will not share anything. You will only watch, but not as a passive observer. Rather, as an observer like a spy. Keep an emotional reaction journal. Get a notebook. After each scrolling session, write down the feelings that what you saw evoked in you. I saw X's post, I felt jealous. I watched Y's video, I felt inadequate. I saw Z's success, I felt angry. This is how you get to know your enemy. You will map out your own weaknesses. Practice intentionality. When the urge to share arises, pause. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it because it is truly valuable, informative, or will add beauty? Or is it to attract attention, provoke envy, say, look, I'm here too, to create an image? If it is the latter, ruthlessly reject it. You cannot afford to be soft on yourself. Week 2. Destroy your value meter. Forget the numbers. This week, stop tracking your follower count, like count, and view count. Prove to yourself that these numbers represent nothing in your real world. Kill the notifications. Turn off all social media notifications on your phone. Silence the background noise in your mind. You are not a dog. You will not drool when the bell rings. Focus on real connections. Focus not on the number of followers you have lost, but on a face-to-face conversation with a friend or quality time spent with your family. The people who love you are not on a list. They are in your life. Week 3. Build an alternative reality. Reclaim your creativity. Create something for yourself, not for social media. Write something, draw, paint, play an instrument, cook a meal, and do not share it. Let it be yours alone. This is an act done for existence, not for performance. Engage in deep reading. Instead of 15-second videos, read a chapter of a book. Train your mind to think deeply, not just to consume fast, shallow content. Make peace with silence. Every day, sit in silence for at least 15 minutes without any screens. Confront that urge within you to do something. Resist it. Just be. This will be the hardest exercise, but the most rewarding. Week 4 and beyond, keeping up the fight. This is not a 3-week program, but the beginning of a new way of life. In week 4, integrate what you have learned. You can share, but only after filtering it through the intent terror filter from week 1. You can use the platforms, but never allow them to use you. Remember, if you lose this battle, you will never be truly free again. You will always be a slave to a notification, a like, a comment. Your mind will become someone else's rented land. The choice is yours. Will you be an emotional data point that an algorithm strives to satisfy? Or will you be the creator of your own life, your own value, your own meaning? Do not misunderstand me. This is not a cry of despair. This is a call to battle. The most sacred battle your mind can wage. Now, are you ready to fight? Subscribe and share your comment now. I'm sure you'll be good if you listen to me and think carefully. See you at the next part.